What up, peoples? Alyork Sports coming at y'all with another one. Salute to the East Coast, West Coast, Vegas strong, LES to the death. We're going to go through the NBA playoffs. I'm not going to bore y'all. I'm just going to say who's playing who, what's the price money for it, who I'm leaning on, if I'm touching it, or what y'all should do. Because it could get real boring real fast, and I'm trying to get the word boring out this whole session. All right? So we're going to start with the Eastern Conference. 1 versus 8. That's Toronto Raptors, who finished 59-29, versus the Washington Wizards, who finished 43-39. Now, this series could be very intriguing. You know what I mean? I'm still not sold on Toronto. I know they're a better team, and they've been through their bumps and bruises. And the thing with Washington is they haven't had war in the lineup on a consistent basis, and they's just basically inconsistent. Toronto gets through the series, I think, at the max 6 games, but you're going to see flashes of Washington looking like they could win the series, but they'll come up short. And the price is minus 700 for Toronto, plus 500 for Washington. If I'm a betting man, I either leave it alone or take Washington with the plus 500, because I'm not laying 700 to win 100 with Toronto Raptors. They're just not that convincing to me. And plus, it's a horrible bet. Now, series number 2. That one I'm leading on Toronto, like I said. Series number 2, Boston, number 2 versus number 7, Milwaukee Bucks. I think this is going to be the best series out of all the series as far as teams that match up, basically evenly. Because, Boston's without Marcus Smart, Kyrie Irving, and of course Gordon Hayward, who broke his leg early in the year, and rookie Daniel Theis. And as far as Milwaukee got everybody in the lineup. I'm not sold on Milwaukee's coach. I think Boston's coach Stevens will find a way to win this series. But Milwaukee do got the better 5 on the court, so be careful. It's going to be 6-7 games either way. If I had a gun in my head, I'll take Milwaukee plus 140, because if you like Boston, it's minus 160. I think Boston Celtics makes a full run at it next year when they get everybody back, from Gordon Hayward to Kyrie Irving and everybody else. They're going to get back draft choices, free agents, etc. I think this year, it's just they came up short with the injuries, messed them up. If they do get through the series, this probably be the only series they get through. But I'm going to take Milwaukee at the plus 140 because it's a value bet. I really don't like, I think it's evenly draw. Gun in my head, I'll take Milwaukee with the plus money. Third series, Philadelphia 76ers, 52-30 versus Miami Heat, 44-38. And let me give you Boston's record, because I forgot that. Boston's 55-27, Milwaukee's 44-38. But I covered everything on that. Now let me go to Philly. Philly, J.J. Redick is day-to-day. Joel Embiid might miss game 1. And rookie Timothy Cabaret is out. And as far as Heat, Gordon Dragic going through some stuff. Whiteside's going to play, but he's not 100%. And Dion Waiters is definitely out. The line on this is minus 550 for the 76ers. Miami Heat would battle, but they just not going to be the Sixers. Sixers are clicking on all cylinders right now. The only thing is the minus 550. I don't know if I lay that, but no bet. Sixers come out this series. So as of right now, I got Toronto coming out. I got Milwaukee on an upset coming out. And then I got the 76ers coming out. And the last series in the Eastern Conference is the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Cavaliers, they should win this series. You know what I'm saying? It's minus 700. Indiana Pacers are plus 500. Now, again, I'm not going to lay 700 to win 100 with Cleveland. But if I got to pick who's coming out the series, I think LeBron and company come out in no later than 6 games. I'm hoping they beat them in 5. But I'll say 6 games, Cavaliers advance. Now we going to the Western Conference. Like I said, I'm breezing through this. I'm taking out a lot of stuff because I do not want to make this boring and like on and on and on. So this is why I'm breezing through it. Number 1, Houston Rockets versus Minnesota T-Wolves. The T-Wolves were 47-35. The Rockets were 65-17. Rockets got a couple of people aching. Ryan Anderson's aching. Eric Gordon's aching. Capella, but they all would be playing. Minnesota just had rookie Josh Patton. Timberwolves are kind of young. That's the only thing about the Timberwolves. Jimmy Butler's back, but he's not 100%. You know, the pricing is minus 4,000 for the Rockets for a reason. The comeback is plus 1,500. Like if you put 100 on Minnesota, you win 1,500. Or you got to lay 4,000 to win $100 to take Houston. So if the books is making it like this, you already know Houston's advancing. I would like to see Minnesota win 2 games just so they can build like the momentum for next year. They're not going to hang with Houston. Houston's too deep. They front 5 is powerful. They got dudes off the bench that are nice. You know, when you got Joe Johnson and the company, Ryan Anderson coming off the bench, these guys are deep. You know, they got Green coming off the bench, and then you got James Harden, Chris Paul, and company. They're just going to be too strong for the T-Wolves, who had a great season. So Houston advances, no bet, too much money. Series number 2, this is going to be intriguing. Golden State Warriors 58-24 versus San Antonio 47-35. No Kawhi Leonard. I think it makes it right because that they end up playing each other. Because if Golden State would have got OKC, they was going down. I would have called that upset. I'm telling you right now, with no Steph Curry. But fact that Kawhi is out and Curry's out, the line is minus 1,600 to win 100. And if you take San Antonio, you get like plus 900 on the comeback. Another no bet. If I had to say it, I'll say Golden State survives in 6-7 games. The fact that Kawhi Leonard is out, he means more to San Antonio than Steph means to Golden State. And I know that sounds kind of crazy, but once Golden State picked up Kevin Durant, that's why I'm saying that. If they didn't pick up Durant, it would have been an equally both out matchup. But Durant being there, they go to the next level. Next series would be the third series in the Western Conference. Would be Portland Trailblazers 49-33 and the New Orleans Pelicans at 48-34. This is going to be an intriguing series. The line is minus 220 for Portland, who got the best backcourt. I mean, I love C.J. McCollum, Damon Lillard. I love them guys. And I think the fact that the Pelicans, I know this is going to sound like I'm going back and forth with it. They play better without Boogie Cousins since he's been injured. I mean, they're moving the ball. They're looking like studs. But I think, especially in this playoff series, it's going to hurt them because with Boogie and Unibrow going inside against Portland's small team, I think the Pelicans would have advanced with Boogie because they would have just been too much down low for them. But the fact that there's no Boogie and the only big man is Anthony Davis, who's not your real prolific big man, because he's not just going to go inside and dominate you. He shoots jump shots, etc. So the fact of no Boogie Cousins, Portland advances. Minus 220 is not as bad as all the other ones, but this one I will make a bet of Portland. I think Portland will win 6-7 games, but the Pelicans will play and they will take them deep in the series. Mark my words on that. Now, the last series is also very intriguing, which is the Oklahoma Thunder at 48-34 against the Utah Jazz at 48-34. They got similar records, but Oklahoma got the home court via divisional wins, etc. And the line is minus 140 for OKC compared to plus 120 for Utah. I love the rookie Donovan Mitchell. I love what Ricky Rubio been putting out there. Joe Ingles and them are good, but they're really good more at home, and they don't got home field advantage or home court advantage. I think Carmelo shows up in this series. I know Russell Westbrook is showing up. And the thing about OKC going deep, where I got my doubts at, I don't see Paul George really laying it out there. He's in his contract year. He's looking to get a big contract next year. And I just think that they're going to come up short because he ain't going to lay it out there. He's not going to risk injury. But I do think they get through this series. So this is a good series to bet. Take OKC minus the 140. OKC advances. And before my video shuts off, I made a video again. Like I told you, if y'all go to YouTube, you see the new Jordan King James part 2 video that I did. And I forgot to put this part in because the time ran out, but I'm going to get it in now. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Okay, here we go. Salute to Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls, baby. Jordan, the greatest player ever, baby. And with that, I'm going to give you a special introduction for him. starting at guard. Number 23, out of North Carolina, the greatest player who ever suited up on the NBA platform, folks. Number 23, Michael Jordan. Sports freak, Alyork Sports. You know how much I love this shit. I'm ready to take anybody to the 10. Y'all niggas wanna fuck with me? Get at me. Let's do this, baby. I'm ready for whoever, man. And I ain't talking shit. I'm as real as I can be. If I could get Stephen A. Smith in front of me, I'll get at that nigga, man. Or Ninja. Let me rephrase. I'll get at that Ninja. Alyork Sports. Love y'all. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get it, baby. NBA playoff 100, baby.